Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get to it, man. Salute to you all, fight fans. Major love, major love. Happy 2024. We back at it again, man. What's going on out there, fight fans? It is the homie. Mainman Mademan is in the building, man. Yes, sir, fight fans. Hey, man, y'all already know what time it is, man. We talking boxing, man. Salute to you all, fight fans. Once again, it's on, man. Once again, it's a honor and a pleasure, man. A honor and a pleasure to come on through here to rock out with the boxing fans and the boxing fam. Coming on through here off a Sunday, fresh off that Cowboys and Commanders game, though. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, fight fans. Y'all know what time it is. Our time now, man. I want to give a major salute to everyone that catches this live. A major salute to everyone that catches this on a playback, fight fans. I want to say hit that thumbs up as y'all pull up. You already know. Major love, thumbs up as y'all pull up, man. What's goody dough? What's up with y'all, man? Let's get on through it, fight fans. Hey, look here. First off, let me just say I hope the show don't ends up as a choppy type show. Let me know if the audio out there is not so clear so much because I'm kind of on the go, making this happen on the go. So let me know if the audio comes in a little choppy or if things are not rolling as smooth out there. I'd appreciate the heads up because if so, I'll make sure I get to a spot where everything's a little bit more better. You know what I mean? So definitely do the homie a favor and give me the heads up if things don't come off as clear out there. Thanks to everybody in advance. You know what I mean? Salute to my main man. Look at this here. Look at this here, man. Hold up, hold up, hold up. First man on deck, man. Hold on, man. Is that my main man Travis Gotti boxing up in this jump? Hold on, bro. Damn, I can't even put the comment on the screen. I'm in such a tight spot, man. What's up to my man Travis Gotti boxing out there, bruh? Gotti is in a building, man. I've been waiting for you to come holler at me, Gotti, man. I hope you're doing good, bruh. Hope all is well with you. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. It's my man right there, Travis Gotti boxing, man. Always entertaining as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hope all is well with you, Gotti, man. For real, man. Hope all is well with you, man. I want to give a major salute to the Keisha Sellers. Sister Queen is in the house. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, Sister Queen? I hope all is well with you as well. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming on through rocking out with me tonight. I really appreciate that. My man Gotti said, yo, that's me. I've been trying to make this show, but I don't know when you do call-ins. Yeah, man. I look, hey Gotti, to be real with you, fam. I've been on some chill shit, bro. Like I've been kind of chilling. I've been keeping the doing enough, keeping the channel moving or whatever, keeping it going. But the last couple months, man, I've been so tied up with so many other things, bro, where I haven't been on here as consistent as I normally am. So it ain't easy for a lot of people to catch me no more. You know what I'm saying? 2024 is the year that I get back on track. And we'll be pushing out more consistent shows once again. You feel me? But I will admit, this time of year, the holidays, y'all already know, man, it's real busy for me. And I had to pull myself away. And I was only really coming through maybe like once a week, So I owe it to the fam. As you can see, the numbers are down. You know what I mean? Everybody's kind of like, don't know when Main Man comes on. So we're going to be changing that around within the next few coming days. I mean, this is the thing. When you've been a content creator for as long as a guy like me has, turning things around ain't really that hard to do, everybody. So just give it a second and we'll definitely warm it back up in the next few coming weeks. You know what I mean? Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. But, life happens, bro. Life happens, man. And sometimes we all got to step away for a minute or we all got to, give our time to other things for a second. And then we can come on back when the coast is clear. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it on crack and fight fans. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's talk about last night, everybody, man. And look, man, crazy ass night of boxing last night, wasn't it? Crazy ass night of boxing last night, man. Salute to Virgil Ortiz first and foremost for getting that victory, man. At least he did come back and get that W. He could have came back and stunk up the joint. You know what I'm saying? Hell, the word inactivity been going around so much lately, fight fans, and we've been saying, look, Deontay Wilder didn't look good because of inactivity and so on and so forth. And the Earl Spence Jr. fans are running themselves dizzy and bumping their heads into walls and shit. You know what I'm saying? All because they want to come up with Earl was an active excuse. So, inactivity could be a mug, man. And you can come out looking like, look like shit. And Virgil, at the very least, from the little bit that we saw last night, I can honestly say, man, I don't know how good he still remains, but the one thing that I've always gave this dude credit for, he still kind of got that. I still kind of saw flashes of that, and that is his intensity. Virgil Ortiz always been one of the most intense fighters at 147, bro. Like everything he does it with intensity. That's why he knocked that dude. That's why he hurt the dude last night with a jab. It was an intense jab. You saw him coming out, man. He was pushing that jab, pow, pushing that jab, pow. Like Virgil steps into his punches. That's why he's such a good puncher. You know what I'm saying? And he's so intense. And I saw a little bit of that little flash of that intensity still there. You know what I mean? Everything he throws, bro, he just throws that shit with just like intentions, man. And I definitely love that about Virgil Ortiz. So I caught a little bit of that last night. And this dude, Frederick Lawson, man, he didn't look like, even though they stopped it early and the stoppage was bull crap, at the end of the day, I don't think Cuz would have lasted more than 3 rounds anyway. I mean, from what I saw, it looked like Virgil was just going to kind of do what he wanted to do with him, but it would have still been good to see Virgil Ortiz get those rounds in, man. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to get those rounds in after being off in such a long layoff. You know what I mean? Now, the thing is, the stoppage is very controversial in this fight. Tony Weeks stepped in, some say a bit prematurely, while Virgil Ortiz, he did hurt Frederick Lawson with a nice, good, hard, stiff jab. And then he followed up with a whole bunch of punches that some was landing. Most of them was hitting gloves in the air. But Tony Weeks jumped in there when this dude wasn't really he wasn't out yet. He still had some more fight left in him. And clearly he wasn't out on his feet as of yet. It was just too early, way too premature. Got a lot of boxing fans looking at this sideways like, hey, man, hey, this shit was wrong as hell, man. You know damn well that Tony Weeks hopped his ass in. It's like Tony Weeks got some sort of what's the word, like paranoia. Like I think, like I said, I think a fighter has died on his watch before, unfortunately. And it's like he got some sort of I don't know, like paranoia. Like he just don't want it to go, a fight to go but so far before he jumping in fast. He don't want that shit to probably happen on his watch again, man. And he probably deals with that. You feel me? And so I think it's something with Tony Weeks where, man, that because that was just way too early, bro. And if he's going to be that way so quick on the jump like that, because of the situation of safety and all of this stuff, then it's time for Tony Weeks to take a step back. It's time for Tony Weeks to take a step back, unfortunately. You can't be stopping fights like that. That dude, Frederick Lawson, ain't going to never get that chance again, probably. That was his big step up, man. You know what I'm saying? That was his big step up, bro. Like, you know how long he probably was fighting? That dude was from Ghana. He was from Ghana, fight fans. Dog, how easy it is to make it up out of fucking Ghana and come all the way over here to the United States, and you finally get the big one on a big card, only to be shortchanged like that, man. That's fucked up, champs. That's fucked up. So at the end of the day, fam, I just think that Tony Weeks, bro, like if any fighter is smart, y'all are not going to be putting Tony Weeks in refereeing a lot of y'all fights, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy right there in the middle, the referee right there for those who don't know. But Virgil Ortiz, after this was over, he started calling out Tim Tszyu. It seems like that's the name that everybody is saying at 154. Maybe that's just the name that everybody knows. But we know there's a ton of smoke at 154 for a guy like Virgil Ortiz. Now, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all, man. I was sizing his ass up last night for Bud Crawford. I was sizing his ass up last night for Bud Crawford. I wanted to see exactly what he was going to look like in a possible Bud Crawford fight, or how much dust will he kick up at 154. I mean, we all needed to see that shit, right? Virgil, man, we just don't know, bro. You've been out of the ring for so long, all of these health problems, man. You know what I mean? From what we know of Virgil, he's a damn good freaking fighter. Salute to the homie Drink More Waters up in this thing. I see I Am the One up in here as well, man. Salute to my fam, man. Salute to y'all, man. Thanks for coming on through tonight, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And salute to Drink More Water, man. What's up with you, Drink? What's up with you? Yeah, man. So it's like, man, I was sizing them up last night. I wanted to see I wanted to see some of the old Virgil Ortiz, and like I said, he's calling out Tim Tszyu, and that's all good and all that. But Virgil right now, bro, the Tim Tszyu fight, I think that's a little high up on the what's the word, the star pole, man. You got to give people that. You got to give people that performance, bro. You got to give people that name before you're going to cut the line for a Charlo or for a CrossFit or something to that effect. Like I get it, you want Tim Tszyu, you know what I mean? But dog, so does Jamel Charlo, and so does Bud Crawford. And you don't have that momentum going right now. It's not your fault. It's not his fault by far. It's Tony Weeks' fault. But at the end of the day, like to get a fight of that caliber, bro, to cut the line, I'm sorry, man. What say y'all, fight fans? I got to see a full performance, a full performance. You know what I'm saying? What say y'all, man? What say y'all? Cash G says, yo, man, he is definitely traumatized and he needs to retire. Oh man, yeah, I do. I agree. I agree. It's something in his head, man, and he's going to do this more and more and more, and take opportunities away from fighters, man. Look, man, this is the fight game. We was just me. A matter of fact, I am the one. What we just talking the other day about heart? What we was just talking the other day about how a fighter can sometimes be knocked down and he get his ass back up. He get knocked down again, but he get his ass back up and he find a way to win that damn fight. That's an attribute there. You did. Well, how can a fighter show their heart if fucking Tony Weeks is jumping in there after a few punches getting thrown? So I'm with y'all, bro. I just think and Tony has been around for a long time. He's refereed some great fights, some of the top-notch fights over the years. You know, Tony Weeks and Kenny Bayless has been like at the top of the pyramid for the last few years when it comes to referees. They've been the top. They've been the cream of the crop. Tony Weeks, Kenny Bayless. You know what I'm saying? And I think Kenny folded, right? So if Kenny retired, hey Tony, it's time, bro. It's time. It's time. Salute to the homie Juice Lee, man. Coming on through this joint. I see you, Juice. What's up with you, man? He says Tony Weeks said Lawson had a aneurysm. He said it came up twice, and then Golden Boy's doctor cleared him. If that's true, then Weeks made the right decision. How does Weeks know Lawson's medical information? Like, ain't that some like HIPAA laws or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be just. How does he know Lawson's medical? Unless it's something that referees already be knowing or whatever. But oh wow, you know what I mean? I didn't hear anything about Lawson having an aneurysm and or none of that shit. You know what I mean? But even if Lawson had an aneurysm, bro, like we didn't get to the point where the aneurysm was an issue. Like he didn't get touched in that, barely got touched in that final flurry. He barely got touched. He got hit with a hard jab that he was trying to recover from. I will give him that, but a jab, it's not enough. A hard jab ain't enough reason to stop the fight. I get it. Yeah, it could have. Look, this man signed on the dotted line to fight Virgil Ortiz. If he's feel like he's gonna be able, and we know the risks, all these things associated with it, you got to let that fight still go a bit more further, just a bit more. I don't know, man. I just thought that was one of the worst stoppages, bro, I've seen in quite some time. And unfortunately, it shortchanges Virgil Ortiz, dog. Because like I said, man, this ain't nothing to do with Virgil Ortiz. I mean, the fans, you know, I'm sure a lot of fans would still like to see Virgil fight the top floor, but Virgil has to get a good, he has to look good. He has to get a mid opponent, at least a mid. We ain't seen him for damn near 2 years. And he's at a new weight class. So I'm just like, bro, we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. Cash G says, yo, man, he got to make weight before anything else. And he came in big for this weight class, if I'm not mistaken. He fought this fight at 154, but he came in on the scales at 156. So I'm sure there was some sort of exceptions for this fight. He's crunching. He's crunching, man. And you know the sad thing about all of this, though, for real, is that I really feel bad for Virgil, man, because if you looked at his face last night, the thing about Virgil, he's sick and tired of being the pity party fighter. He's sick and tired of everybody having pity on him. Oh, we got to feel bad for his illness. Oh, we got to feel bad because he caught the C-19. Oh, we got to feel bad because he's been out of the ring for so long. Oh, we got to feel bad because he can't get the fights that he wants. And Virgil is tired of being that dude. Virgil is tired of being the pity fighter. He wants to be the dude that's, look, I want my fan base to grow. I want to take over the sport. I have an incredible knockout ratio. I'm a great fighter. I want people to look at me in that light. And I feel bad for him. I saw that in his face last night, Joe. He want people to look at him as an elite fighter, not have pity or let's feel sorry for Virgil. He don't like that shit. He don't. And I feel for him. It's got to be frustrating. You got all of that talent. Virgil is one of the most talented fighters between 47 and 54. I believe that he's one of the more talented guys. But he can't put it on display because of one reason or another. And that shit got to be frustrating as hell, Joe. It really do. It really do. So to a certain degree, I really feel bad for him, man. I really feel bad for him. Hey, man. Yeah. Yeah, it was I am the one. It was too preemie, bro. Way too preemie. You know what I mean? Oh, he posted it on Facebook, Drink. Thanks for that heads up, bro. Yeah, he probably trying to cover his ass. That's what he doing. He trying to cover his ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? The fans is probably on him hard right now, bro. He trying to cover his ass, man. Look, Tony, man, you had a great time, man. Great career, bro. One of the, top referees over the last few years, man. It's time, man. It's time. It's time. Mr. All Hell Breaks Loose says, yo, main man, Virgil cheated us out of the Stanionis fight. So he owes that Tim Tszyu owes us that Tim Tszyu scrap. Yeah, man, that Stanionis fight would have been cracking, bro. Virgil and Stanionis. And that goes to show you, man, like Virgil been trying. It ain't like he ain't been trying to get no smoke. I mean, him and Stanionis would have been fireworks, bro. Fireworks. And him and Calvalauskis was fireworks. Bro, him and Calvalauskis was a duke out, was a straight shootout. And Calvalauskis can punch. Calvalauskis, but man, he couldn't deal with Virgil. Bro, that Virgil is ferocious. Real spill. And that's why I was really excited to see him come back last night, hoping he could have picked up them pieces, man. And it is what it is. My thing is though, I also a shining, what is it called? The silver lining about all of this is the fact that Virgil didn't look bad. No one can take away from this performance nothing negative. That's about Virgil. So for Virgil, it's good for him. You know what I mean? And his momentum, he may didn't grab a bunch of fans or grab a bunch of headlines last night, but at the very least, he didn't look bad. The inactivity didn't wear him down to the point of just looking like a lesser fighter. And he's keeping his head up, man. So I mean, I'm wishing nothing but the best for Virgil Ortiz at 154 pounds, man. I really am. I see him as a very talented fighter, and I do believe that Golden Boy got a very, very big talent on their hands with this kid, bro. I always say that about Virgil. I've always kept my third eye on him. I always knew that his career was running parallel at one time with Terrence Crawford, and Crawford even kept his eyes on him. Crawford has been to his fights. Crawford has had interviews speaking about Virgil Ortiz. At once upon a time, it really looked like Virgil Ortiz and Terrence Crawford was going to meet up, especially when Virgil could have been the mandatory. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, just like everybody else, Virgil didn't put that paperwork in to become Bud's mandatory, and it never happened, unfortunately. But Bud wanted that fight. Bud was right there in the building. Remember when Virgil was on the mic? You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm ready for him yet, but you know what I mean. I remember that shit. You know what I mean? And so, Bud has been keeping his eye on him, man. And I like Virgil, bro. I like Virgil a lot. I mean, even if he doesn't land the Bud fight, Virgil versus Earl Spence Jr., when Earl get his ass whooped by Bud, Earl can always pick up the pieces and look towards Virgil, and that'd be a huge fight in Texas. That'd be huge in Texas. So, Virgil Ortiz's future is very, very bright, very bright. All he got to do is just keep on winning, keep on knocking people out, keep on looking good, and just try his best to keep his head strong and keep on making it through these obstacles, man. But I definitely like Virgil Ortiz. Salute to Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more coming on through, man. I see you, man. Caps in 4G. I see you, homie. I see you. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, man. Thank you all for rocking out with me tonight, man. I really mean that, man. So Virgil Ortiz will be checking on him, man. So let's keep pushing, fight fans. It's crazy because we normally do fight stats and all of that stuff, man. We got none of that to do this time. This fight only lasted but a mere measly few seconds, man. So let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. What else we got? Let's talk about this right here. Let's definitely go here. Let's look for my man Barroso, man. Let's talk about Ishmael Barroso, the 40-year-old that's going on 75 or whatever the fuck he is, bro. I'm gonna explain something to y'all, fight fan. Just look at this face. I don't know how old is this dude. This man got the face of a 75-year-old, but from the neck down, he's a 25-year-old. You know what I mean? This dude is a freaking hybrid. I don't know where they found this dude, man. This dude is a fucking hybrid, man. But I like him though. He's saying like a stern ass. He got a stern ass face, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, but I like him. He got the win last night by knocking out Ohari Davies last night in round 1. And we know that Barroso is basically looking for revenge. You know, he got cheated out of that Rollie Romero fight, and he's had a chip on his shoulder ever since. And, you know, last night, we know that Ohari Davies was in a position where if he would have defeated Barroso last night, he would have been the mandatory to Rollie Romero in the WBA. And, you know, he was looking to hopefully get that fight. We know that Oscar De La Hoya signed Ohari Davies mainly because of the position that he was in. It's not because he's a high pedigree fighter. Ohari Davies has never been a high pedigree fighter. Ohari Davies has never been nobody for no one to check for. When the news came out about Oscar signing him, I just was like, whatever, that's water under the bridge. Who gives two craps? You know what I mean? But I clearly see that the reason that Oscar did it was to make sure that he maintained control over Ohari Davies when he was in that mandatory position. Now, I heard Oscar prior to the loss to Barroso winning, and he was saying that if, you know, Ohari Davies wins, then you'll put him in the mandatory fight with Rollie Romero and so on and so forth. Hell, you even saw Rollie Romero prior to the fight when they were asking him about the Ryan Garcia situation. He was a little hesitant. He was just like, yeah, we'll see, we'll see. We'll see, Thee. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? And because he didn't know, you know, if Davies would have won last night, then Davies would have been crying for his shot, and that would have put Rollie into a tight bind. But you know, at the end of the day, man, Ohari Davies is trizash. And at the end, look, even if he would have won last night, who still would have wanted to see him versus some damn Rollie Romero, bro? Like, where did this shit come from? You know what I mean? In my opinion, I have no proof. I just look at how boxing works. I believe that the only reason that Oscar even signed Ohari Davies is to make sure that he had control over him to get his ass up out the way. Y'all better get hip to how this boxing game works. Stop being so gullible out there, fight fans. I know we got a lot of new fans pouring into the sport. Don't be so gullible. If y'all think that the reason that Oscar De La Hoya signed Ohari Davies is to make sure that he got his shot, y'all are fooling yourselves. Y'all are straight fooling yourself. Oh, man, the WBA said, hey, listen here. Let me explain something to y'all about the WBA. The WBA is in the back pocket of PBC. The WBA don't make no moves unless PBC clear that shit for them. Period. With Rollie Romero, a PBC fighter, holding that belt, the WBA would have been taking marching orders from PBC. And with Oscar having control of Ohari Davies, he would have been convinced to step aside, I'm sure. I'm sure. That's how boxing works. Just because somebody gets signed don't mean that they're buying into you. That could mean that they're buying to get control of you, to get your ass up out the way. That's the way. That's how boxing goes. Boxing is dirty. And so when I heard news about Oscar signing Ohari Davies, the first thing I said was, "Oh, he's signing him to get him out the way. They're gonna shelf his. They're gonna give him some kind of crap. They're gonna convince him to step aside one way or another if it came down to it, in my opinion." But Barroso has now ruined all of that shit. It don't even really matter at this point because Barroso stopped his ass in one. Thank goodness, in a matter of seconds. You know what I'm saying? Thank goodness for that. You know what I mean? So now we're looking at a situation where Barroso may be back into a situation where he can maybe become the mandatory. Now I think the chances of that are slim to none. I'm gonna say this one more time, fight fans. I think Barroso becoming a mandatory of some sort, the chances of that, in my opinion, are slim to none. There is no money in Barroso and Rolly 2. Well, but then again, maybe it is. I don't know. With Barroso coming off this performance, who knows? You know what I mean? But no, it's not. It's not a bigger a fight of a Rolly versus Ryan. They're not going to sit that bag of money to the side for Barroso, bro. It's not going to happen. Especially since he's already fought Rolly one time, and Rolly looked very vulnerable in that situation. Now, could they say, hey, let Barroso fight Rolly, and then if he beats Rolly, then we do Barroso versus Ryan? I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening, fight fan. And I like Barroso. Man. It's going to be interesting to see which route that he does end up going. We know he wants his revenge versus Rolly Romero, and I can't be one to sit here and say he don't deserve it. I don't think that one fight fan that's in the comment section can say that. He definitely deserves his rematch. But unfortunately, the politics of boxing, the greed of boxing may prevail over Barroso, unless they want to stall for whatever reason. But Barroso getting that Rolly fight before Ryan getting that Rolly fight, I don't think so, bro. I don't give a damn what the rankings say. I'm telling y'all right there, and especially if this is something that Floyd Mayweather wants. If Floyd Mayweather wants Ryan versus Rolly, trust me, Gilberto Mendoza and the WBA is going to give him that. Y'all better get hip. So I with Floyd involved, with Oscar, involved in this, with all of the money that they're going to probably try to make from all of that, I just don't see Barroso. I just don't. I don't know what they're going to put in his way, but I don't see Barroso landing that fight. What say y'all, fight fans? What say y'all? Everybody do the homie a favor and hit that thumbs up, man. I see the homie Project Bimmers coming on through, man, saying what's good, man. Salute to the homie Project Bimmers, man. He say checking in, fam, man. Thanks for riding with me tonight, Project Bimmers. Much love to you, champ. Much love. My homie World, a.k.a. World McCray. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. He said, yo, man, Barroso should be champ right now. Agreed. Agreed. I thought he beat Rolly. Rolly is the bailout king. Remember, Rolly got bailed out from Barroso, and he got bailed out from the other kid that beat him. It's his name is not on my head right now, but Rolly lost twice. Rolly lost twice in my book. And see, shit about to get real interesting at 140 because I'm noticing something, fight fans. Oh, I'm noticing, and I'm noticing about from the Haney cronies as well. Y'all don't want to say the name Gary Antoine Russell when he's number fucking 3 in the WBC. Y'all better get hip. Oh, we about to talk about that, fight fans. Now that Ryan has left town, everybody's saying, oh, Sander Martin. Who's right under Sander Martin? Richardson Hitchens, and who else? That day is coming. Y'all gonna stop playing blind on me. Y'all gonna stop acting like Gary Antoine Russell and that entire freight train ain't coming. Every time I look at these rankings, fight fans, my boy is getting higher and higher and higher, and he's knocking on all doors. All doors. I hope they don't put Gary Antoine Russell in the ring with this cat. Remember at one time he was supposed to, they was trying to, there was talks about this, but they never gave him the fight. When Barroso was going for the belt or whatever. Man, no. I hope they don't put Gary Antoine Russell in there with Barroso, bro. I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that, man. But Gary Antoine Russell was coming. Matter of fact, let's put this on the screen. Hey, let's get Barroso's face up off of there, man. Look at this dude, bro. My boy look like he's 75 years old, man. Like, for real, man. Somebody, man, y'all always talking about Luis Ortiz's age. Man, this dude look like twice the age of Luis Ortiz and shit. Hell with that, man. The hell with that. But the thing is this, fight fans. Oh, matter of fact, before before we get to that Gary Antoine Russell talk and all of them, all of the rest of them talk, let me just stop and make a quick pit stop right here. Because now that we're talking about 140, we about to go into this 140 talk. The thing is, fight fans, I've been asking questions about my guy right here. Um, about my guy Jose Ramirez. I've been wondering where the hell he's been. I see all of these dudes up at 140 talking all of this shit. All these young boys, they trying to keep a little circle jerk going. You know what I mean? But there's fighters like this that's hanging around at 140 pounds. Jose Ramirez, former champion. And Jose Ramirez clearly is getting the short end of the stick. Why? I believe he's one of these kind of fighters where most of these young boys might not beat him. And he will fuck up a young boy's career in a heartbeat. If these youngsters that everyone is praising so much ain't ready, you don't put him in a ring with a guy like Jose Ramirez. Now, he don't got a belt right now. He lost to Josh, right? But at the end of the day, I want to see one of these young boys challenge him. I've been wondering where the hell he's been at. And it turns out he pops up at this fight right here for Virgil Ortiz. And the reason that we haven't seen him is mainly because it looks as if that my boy is signed with Golden Boy now. I was looking for him to be with Top Rank. He's now left Top Rank and he signed to Golden Boy. So now Jose Ramirez is in the Golden Boy stable at 140. That means fights with Devin, fights with Ryan, all can be possible. No politics, no politics. He's on the zone now. He says that the reason that he left Bob Arum is because he wanted Teo. And he would not give him Teo. And then, you know, he started to look around and he noticed that all of the resources were lining up behind Teofimo. And so he says that, hey, man, when it's time for my contract was up, I rolled out. They didn't put nothing on the table. So he's over there with Oscar. I want to see somebody beat Jose Ramirez. This is the type of talk that a lot of y'all little teeny bopper fans don't like to fucking have. Y'all want to keep running around with this popularity crap. I want to see the best fight the best. If these dudes are so good, then take out the aging veteran known as Jose Ramirez. I want to see one of them do it. It's one thing to see Josh Taylor beat Jose Ramirez. But I want to see if all of these so-called good new fighters, who's going to put down Jose? Because he is coming. And he is still in these rankings. He's going to want a title shot. He's going to fight his ass off to get to that title shot. I like Jose Ramirez. And I think that he is a hard task for any of these young boys. It's one thing to take out Regis. But let's see somebody take out Jose. And so I'm glad to know that he's popping up over here with Golden Boy. Jose Ramirez is a certified threat to everyone at 140. Everyone, including Gary Antoine Russell. Everyone. His fighting style, he's ferocious. He's a puncher. He likes to hit to the body. He presses the action. He ain't no twinkle toes fighter. And most importantly, fight fans, he got heavy hands. I like Jose Ramirez. I like his attitude. I don't like the way boxing is treating him because he's in that area where he's good, but he don't got a belt and he ain't popular, but he's so good that he's a threat. So we got to act like he doesn't exist. That's today's boxing. Real threats, they act like they don't exist. And so I'm dying to see it, man. So salute to my main man, Jose Ramirez. I'm glad to know that you've resurfaced back over there with Golden Boy, and it's going to be good to see him mixing it up at the 140-pound division, man. You know what I'm saying? Project Bema says, yo, man, what's poor David going to do now? Can't get a fight. They ducking him. Matias is going to duck Haney. Watch. Oh, Matias is going to duck him too, right? How Matias? I hear Matias out here calling him and talking his name in a bunch of interviews, you know what I'm saying? But look, man, Matias rocks over with PBC for the most part. Y'all can run around and say, oh, he's a free agent. He's a promotional free agent. Promotional, perhaps, to a certain degree, maybe. But look, if PBC wants Subriel Matias, there's nothing that Devin Haney's going to be able to do about that. See, fam, this is what I don't understand, though, Project Members. This is what the part I don't get. Everybody talking about some people ducking Devin and shit. Oh, nobody don't want to fight Devin. Devin is wanting to fight everybody. But this is the part that just baffles the fuck out of me, bro. How the fuck is the Haneys wanting to fight anybody when you are pissing off everyone that you need to sit down and do business with? How? This don't make sense to me. They want to fight Tank. They got no relationship with Al Heyman. Now Floyd Mayweather is running around here pissed off at him. How the hell are you going to fight Tank? You want to fight Ryan Garcia. Now you got a thing out here with Bernard Hopkins and shit. Knowing that B-Hop is one of the co-promoters or whatever, something heavy with Golden Boy. Why would you go around pissing off the enablers? This is the part that loses me, fight fans. My thing is, if you know you want to do business, why ain't you doing business like the right? Like, why are you pissing off everyone that you need to sit down and do business with? Like, what kind of business 101 shit is this, fight fans? And y'all get mad at me when I sit back and tell y'all I don't think that they want to fight. I can't think that they want to fight when, oh well, now Bernard Hopkins is mad at y'all and Floyd and you ain't never talking to Al. This shit is all smoke and freaking mirrors. I keep telling y'all that, man. I like the Haneys and I like what Bill do for his kid. I do. But bro, half of that shit is smoke and mirrors. There's no freaking way you want to fight these dudes and you got no business relationship with none of their handlers. But you got a business relationship with Bob. And you damn sure got one with Eddie. You damn sure got one with Eddie. So when it comes to me and Devin Haney, I keep my talk to his side of the street because everyone else is pissed off at him. So what is Eddie going to do for Devin is the question. As a matter of fact, fight fans, let's put it on the screen. Let's put these rankings on the screen real quick. Let's put these rankings on the screen, man. Let's talk about this. Y'all got. I'm having a little bit of button problem over. There we go. There we go. Look at this. Now you, Devin Haney, the 140-pound WBC champion. This is the rankings of the WBC at 140. This is what you're left with. This is what you're left with. Sandor Martin, Richardson Hitchens. Now, I see that Ryan Garcia out there with the nanny boo-boo dumb shit. Talking about some go face Richardson Hitchens. That's some sucker shit, bro. Never tell another fighter to go and fight somebody else, man. Like, especially when you ain't even touched the belt yet, bro. Like, don't. It's one thing to say your Floyd is advising you and all that, and just, but don't be nanny boo-booing and shit, bro. Like, Ryan, don't. I'm not gonna fool myself and think that Ryan Garcia is some like elite fighter or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nanny boo-boo go face Richardson Hitchens. No, it ain't like that, bro. Like, who are you to tell Devin Haney what they go do? Because you saying because Ryan running around because he did the 1.2 thing with Gervonta Davis? Then why the fuck wasn't you on pay-per-view in your next fight if you such a big star? So don't nanny boo-boo, bro. This is all Floyd shit, not you. Go fight Richardson Hitchens. How about you go fight Richardson Hitchens, Ryan? Devin is a champ, former undisputed. Not to mention you ducked him back in the day. Ain't nobody gonna forget none of that shit. So don't nanny boo-boo the situation. Just be like, hey, look, you know what? I chose to go this route instead because this is a world title over here, and I can use, I can get next to this world title, and me and Devin fight can be bigger in the future. Something to that effect would have been suffice. But you running around, I go make your 30,000 pay-per-views. I go fight Richardson. Hey, bro, now hold on, homie. You ain't done jack shit in the fight game. So you don't got that kind of soapbox. And we ain't gonna forget that part. But let's keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is what Devin Haney is left with right here in his sanctioning body. Now, the Sandor Martin fight, which is number 1, right? That is a nightmare for Devin Haney. Not because he can't beat Sandor Martin. He may just beat him, but he'll beat him in a snooze fest. This style-wise is a bad matchup style-wise. If you are a matchmaker in the sport of boxing, you would never match Devin Haney with Sandor Martin. 2 back foot fighters, who's non-confrontational at best. No, no. This is going to put everybody to sleep. And Devin Haney's numbers are going to tank. The momentum is going to slow down. The Sandor Martin fight hurts Devin Haney in so many ways, especially if it's a struggle. Especially if it's a struggle. So we'll see, man. We will definitely see. Richardson Hitchison. Now, Richardson Hitchens is he's a contender. I guess you might want to call him at this point. He's a contender, but I mean, he's still, his name ain't really ringing bells like that. But you can't really use that as a barometer to say if he deserves a shot. But it's a dangerous, dangerous fight for Devin Haney. Devin will take a basically low risk, a high risk, low reward fight, fucking around with Richardson Hitchens. Now, politically, it all lines up, right? Easy work. Richardson Hitchens is over there with the zone. You know what I mean? It all can line up perfect. Easy work. This is Ryan's nanny boo boo fighter right here. And of course, number 3, if you want to say, you know what, neither one of those fights going to do it for you, I'm sure that PBC would send Gary Antoine Russell. But y'all won't say his name. So I know we ain't even at square one. We ain't even at step 1 with that. Your cronies won't say his name. Your father won't say his name. Your team won't say his name. Because the second you do, you know he gonna respond. And then you ain't gonna know what to do about that. Those, honestly, Richardson Hitchens and Gary Antoine Russell, very high risk. Very high risk for Devin Haney. And so, I mean, you left with that, bro. And when we looking at unifications, we know Teo got what? Teo got a belt. Sabril Mateus got the IBF. Oh, so Sabril Mateus got the IBF. Teo got the WBO. And the WBA got Rollie Romero. Where you gonna go? Teo didn't shot you down. Teo got a fight coming up with Jermaine Ortiz. Where you gonna go? Call up Jose Ramirez. That'd be a good fight. High risk fight. It seems to me, matter of fact, Jose Ramirez is number 5. Or you can go and fight Eddie's guy, Jack Catterall, which is a nothing fight. And given that you're doing business with Eddie Hearn, I'm sure that'll put a big smile on Eddie Hearn's face. You can go and do Eddie's bidding and fight Jack Catterall, right? The guy who pushed Josh Taylor to the very limits. Maybe something to that effect. Barboza won last night. That's still, these are all low. That Barboza fight wouldn't move the needle one bit for Devin Haney. Diehards would respect that fight, but the crowd that Haney wants to reach, they don't know Barboza. They don't know Barboza. And you was willing to overstep. Just look at this, fight fans. He was willing to overstep all of those guys. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, to go all the way down to number 7. What kind of boxing is this, fight fans? I am so sick of this shit. This cannot be boxing. You skipped over all of that smoke to jump all the way down to number 7? What the heck? This is what I be talking about right here, man. And this is all of the energy in boxing right here, fight fans. Everyone wants to talk about Devin and Ryan Garcia once upon a time. Ryan Garcia is number fucking 7. This is dog boxing. I'm telling y'all, man. It's like all of this best fight, the best shit is just talk, man. It's just talk. I didn't even know Ryan was down that low, bro. You the WBC damn champion. And you skip over all of these fucking fighters to jump down there to Ryan. Man, this is some cherry picking bullshit, fight fan. Hey, I am the one. We was talking about cherry picking, correct? Bro, this is cherry picking if I've ever seen it. You skip over all of this shit. Ryan ain't got a belt. Man, he's gonna go after Ryan's belt, you know. No, Ryan ain't got a belt. Just like them dudes ain't got no belt. The only difference is it could be argued that those are better fights. Boxing be on some other shit, OVA, other shit. You know what I'm saying? Project Member says, yo, man, feed Mateus to Gary all day. That's what I want. Gary or Antoine Russell would take Subriel Mateus in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. And you already see Gary sizing him up. Let's look at his last interview over there on Mill City. Already sizing him up. You know what I'm saying? Drink says, yo, Gary Antoine, the best at 40, if you ask me. Wish they would have took that Poulet fight. He would have ended up fighting Barroso. Yeah, I know. I wish it would have worked out that way too, but it was, bro. They wanted, that was PBC pulling a maneuver with Rollie Romero. And this is why this goes back to what we were saying earlier about, you know, Barroso and all of that shit. Look at that situation right there, fight fans. Look at that. Fucking Rollie Romero loses to Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Loses to Gervonta Tank Davis, and his very next fight is a weight class up for the WBA belt. And y'all telling me that the WBA ain't gonna fucking lay down? Let that sink in. Rollie lost to Tank. And the next fight, he was fighting for Tank's old belt up at 140. How does that work, fight fans? How does that work? How does that work? Who did Dev pick and choose at 35? Devin Haney was king at 135 all day. Zero disputes. No, he was not king. I mean, Tszyu was doing this thing before Devin was, right? I mean, Tszyu, correct me if I'm wrong, Tszyu beat Lone first. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tszyu was the one with the belts first. I mean, yeah, he lost to Cambosos, granted. You know, after all of them shenanigans that got pulled up in there, but we can't discount the fact that Tszyu was putting in work a little before Devin was. And that's just how I saw it, you know what I'm saying? But I hear you, man. I hear you. Oh, yeah, Puello fight. You said, yeah, you said the Poulet fight. Yeah, it was the Puello fight. Yeah, man. Mr. All Hell Breaks Loose says, yo, man, no one is ducking Devin. He is picking and choosing at 40, just like he did at 35. But he is going to run out of low-hanging fruit very, very soon. Hey, look, all I do know is with these sharks in the water that's swimming around Devin, he better find an opponent fast. Because Richardson Hitchens, Gary Antoine Russell, Jose Ramirez, and hell, you can even throw Barboza in there after him getting that win last night. These boys are going to be looking at Devin. While Devin is looking for Ryan, praying for Tank, hoping for Tszyu, they looking at Devin. So I hope the Haneys understand that. And these ain't no slouches. So we gonna see. We gonna see how this all works out. I'm trying to figure out though. One thing I haven't done my homework on it. I will admit. One thing I am a little confused on is, okay, so how is, if Devin just won the belt, how the hell was he going to go and fight Ryan? But now that they're saying, because Ryan wasn't his mandatory, Ryan ain't got a belt, so it wasn't a unification. But now they're saying, well, if he ain't gonna go fight Ryan, then maybe he's gonna have to perhaps deal with Sandor Martin, which that will be considered the mandatory. So I don't understand. Like, is this mandatory due or is it not due? Because if it's not due and he's on a voluntary, then maybe he can pick and choose. He'll pick and choose someone out of this, outside of this top 6, right, or 7 right here. Maybe he'll go somewhere else. Maybe he'll find the number 25 dude or some shit. I don't know. But his division is, boy, is stacked. It's stacked. It's stacked. Let's talk about that Celestial Being. Celestial Being says, yo, Ryan Garcia should face his original target, who was Romero. Devin should simply face Subriel or Gary Antoine Russell instead of using Ryan to avoid Subriel. Now, I mean, I think it's that's a good point you said. His original target, it was Rollie Romero. Now, Ryan Garcia, we know everybody, he came out and he switched up the game. He changed up the game on Devin Haney, right? And he's came out and he's told everybody that, hey, I'm rocking with Floyd Mayweather. He's my advisor now. I respect him, and I'm this and I'm that. And so I've instructed my team to now go towards Rollie Romero after all we've heard all of this talk about between Ryan and Devin Haney. And we, you know, most boxing fans with common sense are looking at the fact that him and Floyd Mayweather is kicking it. and they're saying that, hey, Floyd is in his ear, and Floyd is telling them to, do certain things or whatnot. Now, my thing is, all in all, it is a good move for Ryan. Am I a little bit like that we didn't get Devin versus Ryan? A little bit. I do want to still see. I wouldn't mind seeing Devin versus Ryan. Especially since Ryan got out of the way back in the day. But now it's like, okay, Charlie lost. He has this social media teeny bopper thing going, but he really got nothing to show for his career. I mean, yeah, he's popular on social media or whatever the shit, you know what I'm saying? But he don't have the accomplishment. I guess you might want to say the accomplishment side is a little light. Tank got accomplishments, Shakur got accomplishments, Devin got accomplishments, Teo got accomplishments. The one that's lagging behind in accomplishments is Ryan. The only accomplishment that he has is his Twitter followers or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So he needs to get one and get one fast. And if I'm advising Ryan Garcia and this Rollie Romero fight is right here for a world title, I take that fight. I take that fight. One thing that Ryan said is the fact that Devin ain't going nowhere. I actually agree with Ryan. With Ryan knowing what Devin is facing in his sanctioning body, what we got right here on the screen, Ryan knows that Devin ain't going no damn where. He can't call Al, so you're not going to PBC. Bob Arum got nobody for you to fight unless we're talking about Shakur. You were basically stuck where you at. And so Ryan, I'm sure Floyd probably schooled him on some shit like this, right? But Ryan overlooking the landscape like, yo, Devin ain't going nowhere. I can go and get this belt off Rollie, make a bag and get a belt. Now I'm a world champion. Fucking with Devin, that ain't promise. He can lose to Devin, and that is the end of Ryan Garcia. That is it. So the smarter move for his career would be to go after Rollie's belt, get that belt, and then pivot into a unification if he can. That would be the smarter play. I will admit that. And people may say, yo, well, Mainman, you know he ducked Devin back in the day, so how we cool with him ducking Devin now? I don't consider this like the last time. See, the last time he didn't fight Devin, he pulled out from fighting Devin and fought lesser opponents, meaning like guys without belts, guys that's just in the rankings, dudes that were just mandatory, just that just didn't make no sense. In this particular case, it's not like he's not fighting Devin and going back into the rankings again like he did last time. No, he's not fighting Devin, but he's going into another championship fight. Some would say an easier fight. That's just fucking common sense. These boys are young. They're not going nowhere no time soon. They got many years to fight, but their fight would be much more better if we can be talking about a unification. It would be. And so for Ryan Garcia to make a move like that, to be real with you, fight fans, I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. And I do honestly think that it is the honestly best way to go. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Now, if Ryan loses to Rollie, him, and then the crazy part is that Ryan versus Rollie is not the worst fight in the world. It really ain't. Listen, I don't rate Ryan or Rollie that high, but I'm not like getting Ryan super elite status either. I actually would like to see these two duke it out for that belt, to be real with you. Now, Rollie, he ain't no skilled fighter, right? He want to load up on every shot, bang, bang, give his own little sound effects and shit. Like, I want to see if he can land that on Ryan Garcia. And I want to know what Ryan would do with a dirty, gritty fighter like a Rollie Romero. Because Rollie's going to get dirty. He going to get rough. He going to get gritty. He ain't no skillful fighter. He just want to hit you hard, rough you up a little bit. And I think he looks at Ryan as a guy that he can do that to. I want to know if Ryan is going to stand in that fire like he's been doing and stop Rollie. Ryan has been stopping a lot of folks. This one thing I give Ryan is a good puncher. Ryan is not a bad puncher. He got good speed, good punching ability, good body punches as well. His feet gets bumbled sometimes. His knees get a bit stiff. And that chin sometimes goes straight up in the air. But I honestly say, man, since he's been working with Derrick James, man, aside from the bootleg fucking shoulder roll that he was doing, he haven't been looking too bad. He haven't been. He didn't look awful in the Tank Davis fight. He didn't look bad in that fight, though he lost. He just got hit with a body shot he couldn't recover from. Oscar should know a little something about that. Ain't that right, Oscar? Oscar should know a little something about that. Sometimes you get hit with punches that way. Be for it well. And I like the matchup between Ryan and Rollie. You know what I'm saying? I really, really do. So it is what it is. And look, man, y'all gotta understand, bro. Y'all gotta blame Bill Haney for this shit. A lot of people running around talking about Ryan is this and Floyd is that. How about listen, dog, we living in a time and a day and age where y'all blame the person that's defending themselves. Society today, if a person gets jumped on or somebody disses someone, the second that that person reacts or the second that that person responds, oh, he's the worst thing in the world. Oh, why would he do that? Oh, I can't believe it. Yeah, we got to get off of that. People going to defend themselves. People are going to defend themselves. I always speak about this, man. The judge of humans or mankind in period is consequence and karma, not laws of do's and don'ts. So every action is a reaction. When you commit an action, you're going to deal with the consequences of that action. That's the way it works. So if Bill Haney is out here trashing Floyd, talking all of this crap about Floyd, and then when Floyd responds in his way of being petty, of being slick, of using his power, of using his platform, you can't get mad at Floyd. It's called leave Floyd alone. That's what that's called, fight fans. It's called you running around here talking about something. Don't ever mention Floyd Mayweather to me ever again. What the fuck is that about? I don't know what's behind the scenes going on between Bill Haney and Floyd or Bill Haney and PBC or Bill Haney and Al, but all I do know is for you to want the Tank fight so bad, why would you go against the guy that Tank is in business with? And such a big shot caller over there with PBC. Why would you put these words out there against Floyd? And then when this, and take in mind, this was a few weeks ago, fight fan. This was right after Devin's fight. When Bill was feeling himself. Probably had that lick up in him. Full of that potion and shit like he was last night. And so you got real brave and you thought there was no stopping you. And y'all the shit and all that. And then Floyd pull a move and now Floyd is the villain. Now Floyd is wrong. Was Floyd wrong when he opened his doors to the gym for y'all? Was Floyd wrong when he let his father train y'all? Was Floyd wrong when we can dig up and Google 1,001 pictures of Floyd and Devin in the ring together? Floyd showing them pointers. Was Floyd that guy then? But you can talk shit to Floyd. Oh, he didn't give us the Tank fight, man. He ain't giving him the Tank fight. So of course he mad at Floyd because of the Tank fight. So you think this is the way to give it? You didn't learn from Gary Russell Jr. My main man, Gary Russell at 126, man. I can't get him in the ring. All because of the shit that he did with Floyd and Tank. You know Floyd is the king of petty. My boy Gary Russell, man, he couldn't get a fight. He still barely can get a fight. He been calling Tank out all kinds of shit. What do? They steal his opponent in Leo Santa Cruz that he built that fight up and all that, and they gave it to Tank in Gary's face. In Gary's face. Y'all don't think Floyd had something to do with that? Y'all better get hip to how this game is played, man. And so when I look at Bill and I say to myself, damn, Bill, I actually want to see him and Devin succeed. I do. But bro, you got to choose your battles, man. You got to be more smarter. Unless you just like screw them peoples, you ain't never plan on doing no business with them peoples, and y'all gonna just roll with Eddie for the rest of y'all career. Or Bob. So, and I remember when I covered this a few weeks ago, man, y'all thought it was Nothing. I kept saying, I say, yo, man, this is gonna be heavy, bro. I knew it. I knew it. When he put those words out there, I say, man, Floyd gonna respond in his own little way, his own little petty little way. And what's the next thing that we see, everybody? Floyd still in Devin's opponent. Floyd still in Devin's the same way it happened to Gary. Gary find Leo Santa Cruz's father. Put hands all over him. I got hands on your dad. Yeah, remember that? Y'all remember the video? Putting hands all on Leo Santa Cruz's father, building that fight up, building the animosity. All of that's going down only for Gary to lose the fight. And y'all don't think he'll do that same shit to Devin? Come on, man. Come on, man. So at the end of the day, bro, you know, it's very fucked up things happen this way. I really mean it. It would have been nice to get Devin and Ryan, but Bill Haney just need to shut his fucking mouth sometimes, bro. Like, it's one thing to promote your son. It's another thing to run around dissing everybody, bro. You ain't got to pull people down to pull your kid up, man. Fuck that crabs in the barrel stuff, man. You don't got to pull everyone else down around you to pull yourself up. And now you learning. Don't fuck with Floyd. You don't know what moves he gonna pull. He got an influence over these kids that you don't. They all want to stand next to Floyd. They all want to soak up game from Floyd. They all want to go to a strip club. He probably got Ryan some cooch. Man, y'all know he even probably took him to the strip joint that he owned. Got Ryan a little bit of cooch. Now Ryan wide open. Man, whatever you want, Floyd. You changed my life, man. You sent them two little chicks back. They turned my ass out. Floyd, man, I love you. No one's ever showed me the game like you, big homie. Y'all know Oscar don't fuck with him. Oscar just leave him on stuck. You know, Bernard Hopkins don't mess with him. The only one messing with him is Floyd. He the big homie. And y'all know Floyd scheming. Y'all know he's scheming. So Bill bought this on his damn self, bro. He bought it on his damn self. And look here, man, I seen the whole thing between Bill Haney and Bernard Hopkins. Same thing in that case. The whole world is dumping on Bernard Hopkins. I got a lot of shit to say about B-Hop, for real. But right here, nah. Slim, I read articles days ago of Bill Haney out here. Oh, with the liquor store. What do you call him? The liquor store robber or the liquor store thief or some shit like that. Slim, that man went to jail for robbing people. And you putting this shit out there like you making fun of that? That man lost years of his life for that shit. And you making fun of that? And so when Bernard push him and give him the shoulder, oh, Bernard wrong. And if there's anybody for a second that believes that when Bernard said, let's go to the bathroom, like Bernard was scared to go to the bathroom with Bill Haney, man, y'all tripping. The fuck kind of shit is y'all drinking out here? This is Bernard Hopkins, bro. He will beat the dog crap out of Bill Haney. Simple. We ain't got to sugarcoat it. He will beat the shit out of Bill Haney. Bernard just know that I ain't got time for no lawsuits. I ain't got time to go and have to explain this shit to Oscar. But y'all need to stop with this whole like Bernard some coward and he didn't want to go to the bathroom with what? Y'all tripping out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a major salute 2 times to my homie, my bro, Mr. All Hell Breaks Loose, holding me down in that super chat. Thank you, my friend, and thank you for your unwavering support, man. He says, yo, main man, one thing Ryan learned from Canelo was how to lose and make it palatable for his fans. I took a risk. I'll get better and be back. Rinse and repeat. Facts. I like that. You know, my thing is with the Ryan lost to Tank, though, I haven't heard Ryan making no excuse. I heard Oscar trying to make some excuses, but I didn't hear Ryan really kind of like running up the excuse train. Yeah, Ryan may have had some weight things going on or whatever, but he's never really been a big excuse maker for that Tank fight. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, you know, Ryan he got Floyd in his ear, and Floyd is just teaching him, look, how to move when you are a draw. Because honestly, Ryan wasn't moving like the way I hear Ryan talking now. He wasn't talking like this at first. Ryan is, I'm instructing my team to do this, and I pray that y'all do it. Basically, that was a threat. I pray that y'all do it. That was a threat. Ryan knows that if I have a huge fight of this magnitude available to me, they got to make that fight, or else I'll see them in court. That's what a promoter can't resist an offer like this. A championship level fight from the other side that's willing to make the fight. Ryan would say, I want out of my contract. The same way he's been doing for the last 2 or 3 years. Every time we turn around, Ryan and Oscar's beefing, he went out of his contract. And yeah, if y'all don't think that when Ryan typed that tweet up and he says that I am instructing my team to go towards the Rollie Romero fight, and I pray that they do this, he's praying because he don't want to have to see them peoples in court. So I know Oscar. You got to ask yourself though, is Oscar getting to a point with Ryan where it's like becoming a headache with him? Because he's been dealing with this Floyd and Ryan shit for the last couple years. You know what I'm saying? I know Ryan Oscar's probably like, damn, Jaime Munguia. Damn, Jaime, I need to get you. I need to turn you into a star like yesterday so I can get rid of this kid. Come on, Virgil. Virgil, what are you doing, Virgil? We got to get you back on track because I got to get rid of this kid. He ain't got nobody else. So he's pretty much stuck. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty much stuck. But it is what it is, man. Drink says, yo, when Ryan definitely ducking, but Bill thought that he could pull rank on Floyd and learned that Floyd can still pull some strings. 100% family. 100%. Floyd still got a big platform. Floyd's words still hold a hell of a lot of weight. Floyd still has a lot of power with the PBC. And Floyd also still has a lot of sway over these sanctioning bodies, mainly the WBA. Mainly the WBA. The one that they're trying to get Tank to pick up, right? Tank don't want the super belt. They using his dad as a catalyst to hide the duck tactics, says Cool Whip. Facts. Drink says, yo, Bill can be a Bama at times, man. Facts. He showed me who he was when he said what he said during that Dev and Gary saga. They told him that they was at the hospital with their father at the time, and Bill came out. Dog, I there's been some things that Bill has said that I've kind of like buried. I heard him say some real underhanded stuff about their pops. Real underhanded shit. He said some real underhanded shit to Batman. Like, dog, and I told Batman, like, bro, you better stop letting this man talk like that, bro. Like, talk down to you and shit. Fuck no. I don't care if he in Cali or what, just stop letting that man talk down to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude, like, nah, man. Bill lost me a long time ago when I seen his number one game is divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. He causes a lot of division. And he drags down a lot of people. What they did to Gary, man, was foul as hell. What they did to Gary Russell, bro, what them Haneys did to Gary Russell was, and that's why I want Gary Antoine to get revenge for that shit, man. That was super foul. When that fool, when I heard Bill Haney say, I wanna sign him and then run him out of business. What the hell would you do that to the brother for? This is the same dude that's running around here pro-black and all of these supposed pro-black people. And what about that shit? Since it's the pro-black movement and all that, what about what he did to Gary? Nobody don't want to talk about that. I'm going to sign him and then run him out of business. Why would you want to take that young man who ain't had shit to do with your kid? Why would you have the desire to sign him and then try to shelf him? For what? For what? That's some evil shit, bro. That's some evil shit. He wasn't even talking to Devin. He talking to Terrence Crawford. They got their thing going on. And here y'all come. He take y'all serious. Y'all trying to play him for a joke. That's what I be saying, bro. And honestly, it could be argued. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I ain't got no proof on this. Nobody ain't gave me no heads up or nothing like that. But it honestly can be argued that That was the time when the relationship between the Haneys and PBC got splintered. Because what folks don't understand is that shit that they were sending to Gary had to take back to PBC to see that shit. And PBC did not like what they were seeing. Needless to say, they did not like what they were seeing. So, I mean, it could be argued at that moment is when they started seeing how shiesty the boys was moving. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is, bro. And this is why my when people always say, yo, man, why like you don't be speaking about these Haneys, because look here, man, they've drugged so many of these. They drugged Shakur down. They try to they jealous of Tank. Like the jealousy is like they went it on their sleeves, bro. They trying to dress like him. They want to do everything like him. Mad at his success. They did to the Russells, and then there's a blackout around boxing, not to say Antoine Russell's name and Haney in the same sentence. Oh fuck no. Oh fuck no. Project Bimmer says, yo, Calvin Ford be saying some clown stuff though, and they ducking Dev hard body. And that was messed up what they did to Calvin Ford. That's why I say, bro, look, the worst thing you can do, especially on the internet, is get into an argument with suckers, because they'll start spilling shit out that shouldn't even. When I heard Bill Haney talking about Calvin Ford and the shit that went down in Vegas and all of this other shit, and when somebody hit him in the face and hit him, like, what the fuck? You putting all of this man business out here in the street like this? This is boxing, bro. He's a trainer. He's the rec dude. That's all of that shit ain't necessary, man. Whatever personal issues he's dealing with, that's on him. That ain't got shit to do with the fight game. And them boys, they go personal. That's a move of a sucker, man. But you know, it is what it is. And it can be argued that a lot of folks, you know, they get upset with Haney's mainly because of Bill, not so much Devin. And the one thing I will give Bill a ton of credit for, though, and I have to give him a ton of credit for this. He has literally upset the boxing establishment unlike anyone that I've perhaps seen in a very, very long time. I will admit that. Whether it be fighter, trainer, manager, promoter, or whatever it may be, I have never seen no one upset the boxing establishment as much as Bill Haney. And to some, that may be a great thing, a good thing, because boxing needs to be upset sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. If you are looking at it through that lens, I can't say I'm mad at you. I can't say I'm mad at you. He is literally pissing off all of the hierarchy that ain't with him. If your name ain't Eddie Hearn, if your name ain't Bob Arum, everyone else is pissed off at him. You got to give him credit for that, man. You got to give him credit for that to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? Project says, though, damn, man, I never heard of this stuff. Yeah, hey, bro, it's been a while. These Haneys have literally, what's the word? I guess you could say, I don't say clout chase their way to where they are, but they let's just say they jumped in, they kicked up enough dust. The dust that they kicked up helped them get to where they are. So to a certain degree, from their side of the tracks, it's good to them what they're doing. But to everybody else, it's like, damn, bro, you just dragging everybody through the fucking mud. You know what I'm saying? But I got to give it to Bill. Funny as fuck though. When he called fucking Regis Prograis a beige Smurf show, I was on the floor. He called Regis Prograis a beige Smurf. I was done, Slim. I was done. I really, really was. Project Bimmer says, Cash G says, yo, Dev can box his ass off, but it's hard to root for him because of his pops. He be doing a lot of talking, but not saying nothing. That's pretty much the thing is that it works for their machine. That Bill take the slings and arrows, Let Bill do all of the talking. Let Bill kick up all the dust. Leave Devin clean. Devin will receive all of the pub from it, but at the end, Bill will take the slings and arrows. From a dad point of view, you got to admire that to a certain degree. Bill don't mind taking the slings and arrows, yo. Bill don't mind nobody saying that he talks too much. He got a big fucking mouth. Bill don't mind that. Bill don't mind because he know that's what he doing. But it's all to the benefit of Devin. And from that standpoint, you must admire it. You just have to. He's a father looking out for his son, and he's willing to put his himself in front of his son and get ate alive by all of the critics out here. Willing to put himself in harm's way in front of B-Hop, knowing damn well that B-Hop will beat that ass. Knowing damn well. But you got to admire the fact that he's willing to get an ass whooping, even for his kid. Like he said in the thing he was doing, I'll go to jail or hell. I'll go to jail or hell for Devin. That was some powerful words from a pops. Powerful words from a pops. Respect. But you better leave B-Hop alone before he knock your ass out. Real talk, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, you know what I mean? Hey, Drink says, yo, man, professional bullcrap artist, man. That Bay Area seeping through his pores every time he talking. Now he's a con artist, bro. He from the music game. Bill Haney comes from the music business, just like Al Heyman. They come from, these are music people. They all come from the music game, man. You know what I'm saying? So they know they all promoters. That's all they do is promote. Al is a promoter. He just don't talk, but he's a promoter deep down inside. All of these guys. They carry it just like they do in the music game. You know what I mean? Real spill. Project says, yo, man, hell no. Kappa of the year is definitely Bozy Ennis. You know what, bro? You might be right there. You might be on the money. You may just, because Bozy did cap hard, bro. Acting like Terrence Crawford didn't get at him. Acting like the BLK Prime offer wasn't right there. Oh no, they should have fought Jerron Ennis because Jerron Ennis, they knew his mandatory was due. So yeah, man, stop it, man. Stop it. What about that BLK Prime offer? Let's have that conversation. Well, we couldn't do it. We're loyal. We're loyal to Showtime. Hey, and speaking of which, of the years, the one thing that I did forget to speak about the other day on that final show of 2023, I meant to throw it out there, man. I wanted to give my knockout of the year. I gave out fighter of the year. Of course, it's Terrence Bud Crawford for me. But knockout of the year is one that I wanted to give because it's one that kind of flew under everyone's radar. And I've looked at this knockout now a few times, man, and I think it's to me the best knockout of 2023. And I got to go with the Junto Nakatani over Andrew Maloney knockout. One shot knockout right to the front of the fucking nose, fight fans, and knocked his ass into another realm. That knockout, bro, that he did over Andrew Maloney, man, was if y'all maybe missed that fight or maybe forgot that happened or just didn't know it happened, YouTube it. Juntao Nakatani and Andrew Maloney KO. That should have been the KO of the year, bro. That should have been. It's just that these are not popular fighters, so of course they flew under the radar. But that should have been definitely KO of the year. You know what I mean? Definitely KO of the year. So let me just make sure. I think I wanted to speak a little bit more about 140, and I think we just covered a lot of it, man. But at the end of the day, man, let me tell y'all, fight fans, 140 right now is the glamour division. It really, really is. 147 has always been known to be such, but right now, man, 140 is clearly the glamour division, bro. It is so much talent at the 140-pound division. I just want to see all of these dudes get it on, including Gervonta Davis. Like, Gervonta Davis needs to move up to 40, bro, and get into the mix. I am pro Davis moving up to 40. I believe in Tank. I'm not like a lot of y'all little pussyfooters around here. I mean, Tank shouldn't go to 140. He's just so little. He's just so little, man. He's just so teeny tiny. Get the hell out of here, man. Tank can go to 40. I want to see Tank in the mix with these cats. Oh no, we can't do that, man. She's 35. He's already too small for 35. We all know that, man. We can't do that. Man, listen, y'all put these sucker ass words in Tank's mouth. I have never heard Tank start talking like this. Stop trying to lead this man to be suckers, man. No, Tank should be at 40. You knocked out Mario Barrios at 40. All of your smoke, your legacy is at 40. Your legacy is at 40. And I believe that Tank can go up there and wreck shop. I'm not like y'all who think that Tank can't go up and I believe that Tank can go up to 40 and cause a lot of damage. A lot of damage. I think Tank, everyone we've looking at on this screen right here, Tank over Jack Catterall, Tank over Sandor Martin, Tank over Richardson Hitchison, in my opinion. And I take Tank over Jose Ramirez, Gary Antoine Russell, handfuls. I don't think he beats Gary. Jose Ramirez, handful like a mug. But if Tank dig deep, bite down on that gum shield, he can get through a fight like that, I believe. So I want Tank at 140 because 140 is on fire. And if you're going to rule, you about to turn 30 years old, homie. If you're going to rule, if you're going to be who you say you are, well, 140 is waiting. I'm not like y'all fans. In Baltimore, y'all know damn well y'all ain't feeling like that out there. I speak to the streets of Baltimore all the time. And everybody in Baltimore wants to see Tank move up and step it up on these dudes. All of them. The only ones that don't are the people that live in California and the people that live in Idaho and shit. That's sitting way out there talking about something. No, we don't want to see Tank do nothing. Baltimore don't feel that way. Baltimore don't feel that way. The DMV don't feel that way. And this is his home. So all of you folks in Texas and California and Idaho and Utah who don't want to see Tank go to 140, that's your problem. Home want to see him go up. We don't do sucker shit like that out here. Man, he's only 136 pounds, man. Man, y'all out of y'all mind. And most of y'all who say that ain't never even seen the man in real life. Ain't never laid eyes on him outside of your television. But man, I read that he's only 137 pounds when he walks around. You don't know that. You don't know that. Nah, man. Tank need to be up at 140 because it's on fire. I guarantee you this. I better not see Shakur move up before Tank does. I don't give a damn what none of y'all out here saying. Shakur better not move up before Tank does. That's all I do know. If that happens, that's some sucker shit, bro. I'm sorry, man. It is what it is, man. Project Bemmer says, yo, Tank is such a waste of talent. It hurts my heart as a boxing fan to see how they are moving him. Man, yeah, I mean, listen, I just think that I gave Tank a pass for so many years because I to a certain degree, like I told y'all before, man, if a fighter acknowledges that where they really at, if they're not sitting here, talking up a bunch of stuff about I'm the greatest and I can beat the whole world and no one can beat me and all that. If you're talking like that, then you're gonna have to show me. But if you come out and tell me, hey, I'm not ready, I'm trying to take it slow, I want to slow down, I want to make sure that I'm ready when I get to that level, then that's how I'm gonna give you that leeway too, because it's like you keeping it 100. All fighters are not the same. It's not a one size fit all. It's not every fighter is the same caliber. Some fighters come along slower than others. And in Javante's case, he made it clear to the world, y'all wasn't listening. Y'all wanted to blame Floyd. It was Tank that did not want it to be moved to a certain speed. It was Tank out here in interviews saying that he wanted to be slowed down. And so when he came out here and stating that, oh, well, ain't nobody rush Floyd, why they rushing me? That was Tank's words. Well, I don't want to fight. I want to fight this person and that person this year. Then next year, then maybe the year after that, I'll step up. I remember hearing him say that in the interview. Like he didn't want to fight no one in that current year, nor the next, but the one after that. That's Tank's words. And so when he said that, that made Mainman go, okay, well, Tank is acknowledging that he wants to be slowed down. And that's cool with me. And I'm gonna give him that. And I gave him that, man. I gave him that. I've been telling everybody that's been coming around jumping on me about Tank. Well, look, he's just entering into his prime. These are his prime years. That door is just opening. So give him time to prove himself in his prime. Okay, the door is opening. Vasyl Lomachenko was calling him out. Lomachenko was older. He was, he had to rush it, like Floyd said. We ain't in no rush. He's in a rush because he's older than us. We not in no rush right now. Granted, cool. I'm with all that. I'm with all that, man. And I ain't the guy that's gonna rush you. So I look at Tank Davis as the guy that's saying, okay, now you're about to turn damn near 30 years old, bro. You ain't that 23, 24-year-old kid years ago that we had to sit around and say, give him time. I'm not with y'all in this whole, he can go to 140 to knock out Barrios, but he ain't big enough to fight no fucking body else. That is the corniest crap I've heard out here involving Gervonta Davis. It's time to take the training wheels off, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Gary Antoine Russell is right there as well. I'm going to be holding these young boys' feet to the fire. Simple and Simon. And not just to fight or just each other. There's a whole host of fighters out here, fight fans, that y'all trying to forget because y'all know that they may fuck around and beat your favorite fighter. Let's not forget about that. Josh is still there. Is any of these young boys going to take on Josh? Teo did it. Salute to Teo. But there's smoke at this division. There's smoke at this. We got Schofield and them coming. I'm keeping my third eye on Kid Austin. I think I'm going to be definitely rocking with Kid Austin for the future. Jaleel Hackett. Salute to Jaleel Hackett. Jaleel Hackett is coming. I'll be rocking with Jaleel Hackett for the future. I just need Gervonta Davis to step it on up, man. We're shaking at 154, say Project Bemmers. These lower divisions got too much ducking and dodging going on. Well, 154, man, we got Virgil moving on up in there, man. And, that's pretty much the big news at 154. And seeing what y'all are going to do. Everybody wants Tim Tszyu. Everybody wants Tim Tszyu. Listen here, man. Everybody ain't going to be able to get Tim Tszyu. Not with Bud Crawford on the set. Not with Bud Crawford. When Bud Crawford is done with finishing off Earl Spence Jr., he's going to probably want Tim Tszyu. It would be nice if Earl and Bud can go and get it on, and Charlo and Tszyu can go and get it on. That would be beautiful. That those two fights go parallel to each other. That way the winner of both fights can match off to each other. That would just, why ain't boxing doing something like that, fight fans? This should be a slam dunk. PBC wants to impress Amazon. Do you know how many people would buy into Tim Tszyu, Jamel Charlo on the undercard of Crawford and Spence? My goodness. Amazon will take over the sport. They'll take over the fight game with some shit like that. This is the one thing that always baffles us with PBC. They have the ability to really run the sport, take it over at any given time. But they just, I don't get it, man. I don't understand, fight fan. They just don't do it. They just don't do it sometimes. Drink more water said, salute to my homie DGO, man. What's up, DGO? I see you, man. He says, yo, man, come on, man. We all know that Tank is manufactured. That dude is not interested in real legacy, man. I say give him time, bro. I say we can't. I know I've been saying this for years, DGO. I get it. I'm saying judge him when his prime starts. All right, if he's in his prime, he's 30 years old, speed and power is peaking like a mug, and he's still in there with the fucking pit bulls of the world. They're like that. Okay, I got you. I got you. But right now, he's wanting to come into his own. He may end up being the smartest guy in the room when it's all said and done, allowing himself to develop the proper way. So we'll see. I'm not. I think we're a little too early to be, judging because these guys got long careers ahead of them, and we're gonna see where it all ends up at. You know what I'm saying? We is. At the very least, though, one thing I got to give Tank credit for is that he don't say names that he uh don't want to fight. I'll say that. Like he don't just talk. Well, I remember when he was talking about Devin, um, making a fight and all of this other shit. He'd fight Devin. I guess he was under the assumption that he would fight Devin as long as they spoke to Al Heyman. I mean, I would think that would be step one. If they're not talking to Al Heyman, then we can't get no fight. Is that on Tank too? Cash G says, yo, man, we want to see Bud be 3 times undisputed, but boxing as a whole doesn't. Yeah, man. They after that crap that they pulled on him, man. I mean, I don't know, man. They took the belt away from Charlo, then they took a belt away from Bud, and it's just all screwed up now. At this very moment, I would have loved to see Bud Crawford be a 3-time undisputed champion. That would have just been, man. Oh man. But now, I mean, if he can move up to a 4th division and become a world champion in that division while putting down either a Charlo or a Zoo, if that happens, fight fans, there's nothing left for Bud Crawford short of Canelo Alvarez. There's nothing left for Bud Crawford to do in the sport short of Canelo Alvarez. Nothing. And that's just for the money. And guess what? He loses Canelo. Am I gonna blame Bud? No. Like he got paid on his way out the door and he took a risk. It is what it is. But he's literally won every prize in the sport. There's no more prizes. I told you the boxing can't get him unless they make a trophy with Bud's face on it or a belt with his face on it, the Bud belt. There isn't a prize that boxing can whittle up unless Mauricio Suleiman, you know what I'm saying, sit down and whittle up a belt. That's about all they can do for him, bro. He's done it all at this point. He's reached high pay-per-view numbers. He's touched lineal belts. He's been undisputed. He's been number 1 pound for pound. He's been fighter of the year. He's won ESPYs. It's insane. There's nothing left. He's moved up in weight. I mean, I can't even think of another thing that Bud Crawford needs to do at this point. So get Earl out the way. And I see them Spence fans and start. I'm trying to leave them alone, Joe. I really am. I'm trying to leave the Spence talk alone for a while because I want the Spence fans to build back up. Let them come up with the crackpot theories. Let them come up with whatever builds the fan base back up and gets the support rolling again. I want them to do that. So anything that comes out about Earl Spence, don't be expecting me to come out and diss it. Because I don't want to keep doing. I want them boys to build back up, man. Because right now, we need the belief in Earl Spence Jr. to be built back up. I know that might sound crazy. I just want it built back up just so I can knock that shit down again. That's it. But let them believe what they want to believe. I seen Earl with the post, he's saying he's back. He's showing the boxing gloves and shit. Everybody believes that he's training. Everybody believes that he wants it back in blood. I be seeing it everywhere. He want it back in blood. I want all of that out here, bro. Y'all need to be spreading that around like wildfires, man. Real spill. I want y'all built back up. Just so Bud Crawford can destroy that shit again. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Y'all better hope y'all boy in the gym. That's all I'm going to tell y'all, man, before we get ready to get on up out of here, fight fans. Y'all better hope that y'all boy is in that gym. Lord knows. Because y'all know that Bud Crawford is. So let's hope for the best, man, and I'll be rooting for such. And with that being said, fight fans, I'm going to get ready to shut it on down, man. I want to say thank you to you all, man. I appreciate everyone that rocked out with me tonight, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed tonight's show. If it was a bit choppy tonight, my apologies on this. I'm on the move right now. I'm literally at the office on the low, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting in my office right now, and I got Wi-Fi here, but it ain't the greatest thing in the world, you know what I mean? But so I had to do this on the move. It's going to be a late night for the homie. You know what I'm saying? I got some things to take care of. So I wanted to get this show out. Thank you all for rocking out with me tonight. Once again, if it was choppy, we will be on the mic for the next one. I will not be staying away for too long, fight fans. It's time to get back on track. Major salute to my homie Travis Gotti that came in here at the top of the stream, man. Gotti, I hope all is well with you, Joe. Real spill, man. And to you all, man, thank y'all for y'all unwavering support. Let's head into the new year. Let's keep it strong, man. Let's keep on supporting boxing, real boxing, not this clown crap that they trying to take it over with. And let's just keep on marching forward, man. Hopefully, y'all having a blessed year out there thus far. You know what I mean? And this year, man, let this be the year that all of your blessings be manifested to all of you. You know what I mean? Real talk, man. Keep your head to the sky. Keep your head up, everybody. Real spill. To the next video, man. Much love to you all, fight fans, and thank you once again. To the next video, family. Peace out. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I cannot. Ho, man. Oh, man. Hey, hold on, man. I want to give a major salute to Drink More Water, man. Long-time supporter, man. Always holding the homie down, man. Yes, sir, bro. Thank you for that great super chat right there. Drink More Water. Thank you for your support, my friend. He says, yo, man, good catching a live mate, man. Hold that. Verge got me paid last night. That's what's up. You bet right, huh? Salute to the homie Drink More Water, man. My man know his boxing. He know what it is, bro. Good call, man. And I'm glad that thank you for sharing your blessings with me, my friend. I really appreciate you, Joe. I appreciate you all, man. Y'all are awesome, champs. Real spill, man. Hey, to the next video, man. Much love, man. Peace out.